Hello friends of Athena's Palace, back again with the second video today to talk about Pluto into Aquarius. Wow. You got kind of a preview of this in the video on the Aries new moon that happened just before the equinox. And I'm not going to talk about the equinox because it's basically so tied into the Aries new moon that it doesn't really need explanation. It's always the first of the light for the light half of the year. The 21st of March always begins the light half of the year and begins the light is increasing from there forward until the summer solstice. So we're rising up with our new beginning, with this equinox, with this Aries new moon at 0 degrees Aries, the zodiac 0 point on the wheel. And this is all speaking the same energy. And as I said in the previous video, we've got this gorgeous mutual reception between Mercury and Aries, and who rules Gemini, and Mars in Gemini, who rules Aries. So we have this lovely sign-based sextile that's just feeding this gorgeous cooperative energy for this new beginning. And Mars has a lot of pent-up energy from the last 8 months of being in Gemini, and now is at the Antarctic degree of 29 degrees of Gemini, right on top of my natal moon, or my natal Mars is also there at 29 degrees. So here's a kind of another statement of how I'm on my destiny path. And we still have the sun and the moon. You'll see on the thumbnail, they're bracketing Mercury and Jupiter in Aries, and the midheaven is in between all of this. So these are the elevated planets for today: Sun, Moon, Jupiter, and Mercury in Aries are the most elevated planets today, which means they have a lot of power, and they are overseeing two fire planets in combination with Mars, a third fire planet, are overseeing the push into this Pluto into Aquarius today, which is now in a degree-based sextile with Neptune. Neptune's still in Pisces there with Saturn now in Pisces. And there's a beautiful sextile there for us to use this Plutonian energy over the next 20 years to bring the collective together and to join together in a new consciousness that can create peace and unity and healing throughout this world. And we're no longer in Capricorn energy. We'll be going back and forth over that 0 degree Aquarius point over the next year and a half, basically till the end of 2024. We're going to have multiple opportunities to do this transition again, but it'll always have this birth to it. It'll always have this chart baked into the beginning. And, you know, we will be cleaning up all of the sovereignty pieces that we learned about in Capricorn with Pluto, and making sure that we're not holding on to any types of judgments of others as we move forward into this collective consciousness that Aquarius promises Pluto, and begin to make the changes in the world that we can make together. Because it's not up to any one of us, it's up to all of us to do this together, and we can. And that's the beauty of Aquarius, is it's no longer about the 3D, it's about us spiritually, and our mission. Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn as in Pisces, is doing that 3-year spiritual work that we're going to be doing together. And it's just really exciting. And you know, Mars is pretty close to the ascendant on this chart. It's still in Gemini, so technically Cancer is on the ascendant. for this chart, and the Cancer energy will be great for Mars to enter here in the next couple of days. So, you know, Mars will kind of get his burning will be quelched a little bit in the water sign of Cancer, and he is somewhat depressed there or debilitated, but I think it's a welcome relief for all of us after all the months of us enduring Mars in Gemini, which can be very pulling us in a lot of directions to take action. And I know during the retrograde we had difficulty with taking those actions, so now is really the time for us to move forward on whatever it was last fall that we couldn't seem to get traction on. And now, you know, Mars is back up to full speed. It's left its retrograde shadow, and it's swiftly moving into Cancer in the next couple of days. But it carries this history of our struggle over the last few months in it. And we're all a little tired, so we need to, part of the sovereignty of Pluto and Capricorn was to teach us to take care of ourselves. So when I got sick, I slowed down and I stopped doing videos, and I rested, and I went and did a couple of tours of Barcelona, and it's just been beautiful. And, you know, there's one other thing I want to mention. I didn't put on the thumbnail, I didn't put the aspects to Waumea, the asteroid Waumea, but I did put Waumea down there. It's right at the beginning of Scorpio, down there in between the line that's between the 4th and the 5th house. If you look at the center of the chart, there's a 4 and a 5, and if you just follow that line down that's in between them, you'll see Waumea down there at the beginning of Scorpio. Now, if you do 2 trines up to Mars and Saturn, and then you'd see a kite pattern with the moon being at the point of the kite. Now, Waumea is a very important asteroid for the awakening of humanity. It's the Hawaiian birth goddess, and she's been important in my journey of awakening, and creates the point of the kite for my grand trine between Mars, the moon, and Mercury. And this trine, this grand trine that's made by Waumea, Saturn, and Mars, is indicative of the work that we're doing, the action we're taking to do the work to raise the consciousness of this planet together. That's the trine is supported by this kite pattern, and the tip is at the moon, and the moon is dignified here. It's between 2 of the benefics in traditional astrology. You'll see the moon up there between Jupiter and Venus, and Venus is dignified in her domicile there in Taurus, and Jupiter is supported by the mutual dignity between Mercury and Mars. So we really have dignity of all the benefics and the malefics here. And when a malefic has dignity, it overcomes the negative things about the malefic. So this chart is a wonderful chart, and with Waumea birthing the new beginning down at the bottom of the kite, and the moon supporting us emotionally. Now, Waumea happens to be conjunct my natal moon, so that trine between Mars, moon, and Saturn, where Saturn is, that's conjunct my Chiron, the wounded healer. So that's where my kite pattern is. It's right on top of this one. And it's just confirms to me that I'm doing the right thing at the right time. And Saturn is behind me. He rules my chart in many ways, along with Mercury. So I feel really good about this journey that I'm on, and I'm finding out every day more information about where I'm going next and which places I'm going to be doing videos in the future. So I think that's enough for this video. It's pretty exciting stuff, and I'm going to post a video in my Facebook Athena's Palace group. I hope you'll go there and join. Pam Gregory did a really great video with one of her colleagues where she talks about a few of the asteroids. I'm going to post that on my Facebook group. And I will be doing a future video on Sedna, the asteroid Sedna and Waimea, and I'm going to cover some of these mythological figures from the indigenous lands, because I think they're important for helping us heal the past. So God bless you on this auspicious day. It happened here in Barcelona 1:30 p.m. It's about 3:46 right now. And I've been out touring the Park Güell and the Gaudi architecture on foot and on my scooter. Wow, what a gorgeous city this is. And I'm just so privileged to be here. And my daughter arrives tonight, so next stop will be Egypt. And I'll be coming to you from there starting on Saturday. So I probably won't do a video until then. So God bless you and keep you. And may Pluto provide the wind beneath your wings to put your energy and consciousness towards a better way of being, more benefic way of being in this world, the beauty way. God bless. Bye.